This is a surprise, isn't it? Okay. Hi! Hello, everybody. We are back with Taraimawashi. I'm going to finish this off. I don't think there's too much left, but I really want to get this done before we headed off to Umineko. Whether or not this will be uploaded before that, I doubt it, but this will be recorded before Umineko. Just to stay consistent with the other parts, I will not be voicing the dialogue, but I will be reading out the narration. If you're thinking about the other console arcs, I will be definitely doing those on stream, as I've been doing with the main arcs of Higurashi and Umineko, as you'll see. So, wow, this is really exciting. I, for once, get to have things in full screen here. Oh my god. All right, let's get back into this console arc. Last we left, Keiichi decided to just go with the flow. And knowing what we do about Higurashi and not trying to spoil everything, I don't think that's going to go too well for him. Tokyo, at the end of the Showa era and the dawn of Heisei. Goods, information, and even people have been continuing to modernize at an incredible rate. Even though the news swept across all across Japan at the time, hardly anyone remembers a story from a rural town 10 years later. But there was still a man pursuing the past everyone had forgotten. Uishi stepped into this land for the first time in a while. These days, Uishi was suffering remarkable physical decline. Moving his body, even for a short time, put a strain on his body that he had to endure. But he did pick up dancing after retirement and was still at it. Oh my god. So we're doing another time jump forward. Okay, let's see where this is going. Depending on how much is left, it was probably kind of silly of me to keep this on a cliffhanger for so long. The silver gray dancing style that gained a lot of traction recently. We're not relying heavily on physical fitness. Oh, back at the airport. Uishi looked around as he entered the lobby, searching for the man he had intended to meet. The airport interior looked larger and cleaner than how Uishi had remembered it. He looked left and right, up and down, but none of it looked familiar. Once he started feeling a bit uneasy, he heard a familiar voice calling out to him.
Oi-san?
Akasaka! Oh my god! This would have been the first time I would have seen his sprite, if I had done that before. It's going to be kind of just like the ending to Himatsubushi, isn't it?
Oi-san!
No! Akasaka-san!
A man named Akasaka was waving at Uishi. He was a tall, plainclothes police investigator, and a bit too old to be called a young man.
どうも、お久しぶりです。
So, theoretically, you could be meeting Akasaka for the first time, playing the game. If you were playing through the version on the PS3 or Switch or any of these kinds.
迷子になるところでしたよ。何年ぶりですかね。
Uishi vigorously slapped Akasaka on the shoulder, delighted to see him again.
おお、トレーニングは欠かしていないようですね。いい筋肉がついてますよ。
今では昔のような不覚は取りません。
Yeah, that's a bit of a preview there. Akasaka sounded embarrassed as he said that.
それに、ますますいい顔つきになりましたね。
そうですか？おだてても何も出ませんよ。
いやいや、本当に。現役の捜査官然とした立派な顔つきですよ。
大石さんはまたスマートになりましたよね。相変わらず社交ダンスですか？
これがね、 年を関係なく続けられるもんでしてね。
それはいい趣味と出会いましたね。
しかもおかげさまでモテモテ。赤坂さんもそろそろ始められるといいですよ。な
I'm glad they still have a good relationship. So, in most timelines, Uishi lives. It's only because of that unfortunate circumstance where his possible death comes about.
いや、僕はリズム感ないですから。
そこを頑張りましょうよ。そうすればモテモテ。
After their brief reunion, the two men hopped in Akasaka's car and headed towards their destination. After a 30-minute drive from the airport in Akasaka's car, they slipped into the parking lot of a general hospital. The sky was beginning to clear up. The white walls of the hospital exterior reflected the shining sun. A calm afternoon breeze gently rocked the curtains in the hospital room. A woman wearing solid white pajamas sat on the bed, looking out the window. The wind blowing through her hair wasn't strong enough to reveal her face, though. Her long hair kept it hidden, of course. And she must not get out much, as her skin looked as pale as her pajamas and the hospital curtains. Uishi may not have noticed it himself, but there was a slight twitch in his leg when he waited at the receptionist's desk. Uishi himself couldn't possibly put it into words, but the anticipation, the fear, and the other emotions he couldn't express any other way were being conveyed throughout the trembling in his body. Akasaka was standing next to him, feeling much the same way. Akasaka had to wipe away his sweat several times as he waited in the air-conditioned waiting room. In just a few minutes, a nurse approached the two of them. They both followed the nurse's lead without saying a word. Two men that seemed out of place in a hospital began feeling even more out of place as they stepped inside the private hospital room. A retired detective and an active Metropolitan Police investigator. The name of the patient in the hospital room was Mion Sonozaki. He survived the disaster. Oh my god. So in this arc, at least Mion survives. Mion was a survivor of the disaster that struck Hinamizawa village 10 years ago. By a stroke of luck, she was found locked in the basement of the Sonozaki family home. Yep. So Shion had switched with her. Yep. As I had thought. Unfortunately, Mion Sonozaki took a heavy blow to the head. As a result, she lost all memory of the events immediately before and after her confinement.
園崎さん、またお客さんがお見えになりましたよ。
There was no reaction, as if she didn't hear anything at all. However, there was nothing wrong with her hearing.
何度いらっしゃっても同じですよ、刑事さん。
The nurse sounded disappointed as she told the two men the patient was reacting like usual. The two men had already been briefed on Mion Sonozaki's condition when they inquired with the hospital about it earlier. The hospital had explicitly told them there's no point in coming here. This detective retired without finding the answer to the series of murders alleged to be the curse of Oyashiro-sama that afflicted Hinamizawa 10 years ago. So it's the early 90s. And this Metropolitan Police investigator was involved in one of these incidents while visiting Hinamizawa 15 years ago. Even after the statute of limitations of the case expired, the two of them couldn't stop visiting Mion Sonozaki. It happened 10 years ago in Hinamizawa village, near the end of June 1983. Volcanic gas emerged from the Onigafuchi swamp and smothered Hinamizawa village. The catastrophe struck in the middle of the night and annihilated the entire village overnight. Panic about volcanic gas swept through the entire country as people overreacted to unsubstantiated reports, and the Hinamizawa region was completely quarantined immediately afterwards. The series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa, the curse of Oyashiro-sama, ended with an unprecedented catastrophe. All entry into Hinamizawa was strictly forbidden after the disaster, and naturally that included Uishi and Akasaka. The curtain was forcibly closed on the case they were investigating. The catastrophe claimed the lives of over 1,200 people, and over 20 more are still missing. And there was a single survivor. That survivor was Mion Sonozaki. The disaster wiped out everyone other than Mion Sonozaki, so why did she alone survive? What happened to Mion Sonozaki between the day of Watanagashi and her disappearance? There were a lot of questions Uishi and Akasaka wanted to ask.
ミオンさん、お久しぶりです。大石です。覚えていらっしゃいませんか？ほら、園崎家に散々いじめられてた沖宮の刑事ですよ。園崎さん、おつらいとは思います。しかし、あなたにしか語れないんです。園崎さん、あなたにしか語れないんです。Hinamizawaについては。
Mion said nothing in response, but her body did move faintly when he said the word Hinamizawa. Then she slowly turned her body away from the window and towards the room. Her movement was awkward, like an electric doll that was suddenly turned on. And then her unfocused eyes pointed towards the two men. Her face was difficult to make out, thanks to her long, flowing hair. But between the strands of her hair, it was possible to see the blank look in her eyes. As everyone in the area impatiently waited for Mion to say something, she reached out and grabbed something by her bedside. A deck of playing cards. When the nurse realized that, her shoulders immediately began to droop. Unable to comprehend the situation, Uishi and Akasaka turned to face one another.
みんな、いい？
Oh my god. It's heartbreaking to see Mion like this. Oh god.
始めるよ。
Oh my god. Mion definitely said that, as she peered around with the vacant look in her eyes. Mion definitely said everyone. The only people here right now were Uishi, Akasaka, and the nurse. However, it was quite obvious that she wasn't referring to the people in the room when she said everyone. The everyone that Mion was speaking to were nowhere to be seen. Mion started skillfully shuffling the cards. Her hands looked completely relaxed as they moved. She began dealing out the cards she had shuffled onto the bed. Of course, nobody was there to receive these piles of cards. Mion began talking to the invisible everyone while continuing to play cards. Uishi was able to make out several familiar names.
大石さん、これは。
Uishi closed his eyes and listened to Mion's voice.
どうやら園崎美音にとって事件以来完全に時が止まっているようです。
事件以来ずっと。じゃあ記憶は。
Akasaka's shoulders drooped, and he tightly clenched his fists. Mion simply continued playing cards. No matter who looked, nobody else would ever see those students again. Mion's internal clock had truly stopped.
So.
Uishi suddenly approached Mion and shouted into her ear.
園崎さん、園崎美音さん。
Mion slowly turned towards Uishi.
我々はひなみ沢での事件の真相を暴くためこれまで調査を続けてきました。美音さんの証言が必要なんです。
Mion slowly brushed away the hair that was covering most of her face. Her entire face was white as porcelain, and it was the face of the girl from 10 years ago who seemed to reject the past 10 years. Uishi suddenly caught his breath.
ミオンさんの証言が必要なんです。お仲間の無念を晴らすためにも目を覚ましてください。
Mion gazed forward intently, but her eyes still looked vacant. Uishi gazed deep into her eyes, looking for an answer. Then, Mion very slowly began to open her mouth.
罰ゲームなのかな。教えてよ。ねえ、ケイちゃん。
Oh, God. Fucking hell. Oh, God. And that's the end. I really didn't have much left, did I? Oh, my God. Oh, we have some tips. And its own all-cast review.
幸せになるために、彼らは命を懸けて努力した。お互いがお互いを分かり合い、固い信頼で結びついていたはずだった。優しさ、思いやり、信頼、愛情。そんな思いが裏返って、白から黒へと変わっていったとき、絆は脆くも崩れ去って、思いもしなかった悪夢が彼らを包み込んで、心の闇をさらけ出していく。突き落とし。誰も憎んでいたわけじゃなかった。ただほんの少しの誤解が、すべてを変えてしまった。
Committing a crime isn't scary. Scary thing is admitting it. Being punished isn't scary. Scary thing is knowing the pain of it. Neither crime nor punishment will disappear from this world, because humans are unable to know the future. Better be governed, Castle. Oh, this is going right into Tsukiotoshi. Okay, geez. Alright, you know what? Let me save, and you guys will know this in the future. Jeez, okay, this is going right into Tsukiotoshi. So let me go back to the main menu. And let's get those new tips, shall we? And it's not letting me click them. Okay, that's also something that can happen. That is really weird that it's not letting me do it. You know what? That means it's time for some editing. Finally! Okay. Let me explain to everybody what happened. I guess due to... Oh, and there we go, me knocking the microphone. I guess due to updating the console arcs, it didn't register me as having gone through all of Taraimawashi. So I had to zip through the entire arc already, which wasn't a problem because it's quite short, using the skip feature. And now all these 3 extra tips are registered. So this I'm going to do on my Tsukiotoshi stream, this one right here, the Taraimawashi alternate ending. And let's do here, Great Disaster. It's probably a report on the Great Disaster. Early morning, June 22nd, 1983. Word of the disaster in Hinamizawa district of Shishibone City quickly spread. Volcanic gas, including hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide, was released from the Onigafuji swamp, a major water source in the Hinamizawa area, and the gas covered the entire village. The number of victims exceeds 1,200. Another 20 are still missing. Approximately 600,000 people were evacuated from the surrounding municipalities as a result of the disaster. Subsequent investigation revealed a magma reservoir and a hot spring just beneath Onigafuji swamp. Investigators concluded that gas erupting from the source was the cause of the disaster. Additionally, local tradition motivated people to declare the disaster in Hinamizawa the work of a curse, which caused a large uproar and resulted in confusion early in the investigation. Local customs in Hinamizawa predicted that the curse would release miasma that would annihilate the village. Scholars point out that a similar disaster may have occurred in the past and form the original basis for this custom. A small number of radical magazines published reports on the series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa over the past several years, only adding fire to the curse of Yoshida-sama theory. Additionally, relatives of the Hinamizawa villagers and former residents who avoided the disaster were hospitalized one after another, complaining of poor physical health. a portion of them dying of an unknown illness, caused further panic. Interesting. Moreover, there were several reports of people who claimed to be possessed by the curse of Oyashiro-sama before committing suicide in bizarre manner. The shocking news spread across the entire country in a flash. Delusions and fear of poisonous gas that can silently kill people in the middle of the night ran throughout all of Japan, resulting in cases of insomnia, respiratory issues, headaches, vertigo, and more. There were also reports of people carrying out eccentric behavior while alleging to be possessed. Most of these were thought to be a result of the extreme media coverage, but mental illness caused by the Great Hinamizawa disaster later came to be known as Hinamizawa Syndrome. The Hinamizawa district all these rumors originated from is currently blockaded, and flying over the region is strictly prohibited. Although the blockade was lifted at one point due to reduced gas levels, another ejection of gas was detected later that year, and the surrounding area was blockaded once again. They say within the grounds is a village left to decay, leaving all traces of life behind. The sole survivor is a female student who lived in Hinamizawa village, Mion Sonozaki-san. At the time of her rescue, she was in physical deterioration and a mental daze, symptoms of dehydration. Thanks to desperate paramedical activity, her life was spared. She is currently hospitalized in a general hospital within the prefecture. Daily periodicals have been pushing to interview her, but all requests have been denied. The incredible mental shock she suffered left her with no memory of the time before and after the incident, and she has a high risk of regressing even further. The current situation is so severe, she can't even respond to police interrogation. Yeah, there we go. That's basically of what happened in this Taraimawashi world. Taraimawashi all cast review session. Something a little more lighthearted now, eh?
はい。日暮らしの泣く頃につい、たらい回しをプレイされた皆さん、お疲れ様でした。原作にはなかったオリジナルストーリーの第1弾、いかがでしたか？もしかしたらあったかもしれない、if の世界。楽しんでもらえたらとっても嬉しいです。楽しむも何も。Oh my
God, Satoko! I totally agree!
あんな唐突な終わり方では何が起こったのかわけわかめでございましたよ。
Oh my God, that's freaking hilarious!
ちんぷんかんぷんなのです。
まあ、確かに。
Oh my God, everybody's trashing it within the story!
なんだか気がついたら、私以外みんな死んじゃってたしね。
Oh my God!
しかも生き残ったとはいえ、ショックでまともに話できない状態とは。一体何が何やら、私だってさっぱりだよ。
そうだね。今回のたらい回しは、謎を解き明かすことを回避しちゃった場合にたどり着く、ある意味で最悪の末路。
Yeah, this is only because this little scenario is only possible because of the choice aspect of the original release of this in the console of Higurashi Sui, and also in subsequent Higurashi releases on PS3 and Switch.
だから展開もわからないことだらけで悲劇が起こった結果だけを知ることができるお話なんだって。いきなり大災害でみんな死んじゃっているなんてひどい話なのです。
Oh my God, Mika.
だいたいお社様のたたりがどうして自然災害につながるって言うんですの？村で起こっていた連続殺人事件とは何の関連もありませんでしょうに。確かに。よくわからない謎だらけで、全然すっきりしない終わり方だったよね。
まあ、謎は謎でいいんだけどさ。ここまでヒントというか、手がかりがない状況だと推理のしようがないよ。連続殺人事件の犯人は誰かって謎かけが、村の大災害の真相を探るって話にすり替わっちゃってるしさ。これじゃこのルートにたどり着いた人たちは、なんじゃこりゃーなんて言って怒っちゃうんじゃないかな。
Oh my god, jeez. Okay, so this was supposed to be kind of like a fuck you to the player. If they made bad choices. Basically, this is the bad ending of bad endings of Higurashi. Hey, jeez.
まったくでございますわ。それに、謎を探る前に、皆さんの様子も変でございましたよ。ミオンさんはシオンさんとケイイチさんが仲良くなっただけで、急に怖いというか、対応が怒りっぽくなってしまいましたし。レナさんもなんだか変な感じで、まるでケイイチさんのことを監視しているようで、不気味な雰囲気でしたわ。でも、一番変わっていたのは、ケイイチかもしれないのです。
うん、それは私も感じた。このシナリオのケイちゃんは、なんだかヘタレっていうか、平穏だった頃の日常にしがみつこうとしてるって感じで、正直かっこ悪かったね。
例えば、いつものケイイチくんなら、レナが裏山に誘った時には断ったりしないと思うの。だって、そこから日暮らしの世界が始まるんだからね。そんな謎が潜んでいるターニングポイントを回避している時点で、やっぱり消極的な道を選んだってことになっちゃうんだよね。
My god, okay.
私が落ち込んでるのを見て、黙って見送るのもらしくありませんでしたわね。
This was kind of hilarious. They're basically admonishing you for getting this ending, which is pretty funny. And in the context of how we're playing it now, as just like an extra part of the story, I can see this one doesn't really work outside of its context as the result of choices the player is making. When viewed in that context, I can kind of see what they were going for with Taraimawashi here.
おせっかいくらいに優しくて、私たちのことを大事に思ってくださっているケイイチさんなら、当然何やらと理由をつけて一緒に帰っていただけるはずですから。
そういう意味では、らしくない選択をした結果がこうだったと言えなくもないかもね。たらい回しというだけあって、問題の解決から逃げ続けるだけって印象だったな。
ただね、このたらい回しには、日暮らしの謎を解くために必要な重要な人が登場してくるの。最後に大石さんと出てきた赤坂さんって刑事さん、覚えてるかななんだか場違いというか、大石さんと対極的な刑事さんでしたわね。
Yeah, you could very well be seeing Akasaka for the first time at the end of this arc. And I don't think he even has a sprite in Himatsubushi where he's the main character.
大石さんとはお知り合いのようでしたが。
最後のほんのわずかの登場だったけど、いかにも都会のエリート警察官ですって感じだったな。でも、それがどう関わってくるの？
その刑事さんと接点を持つのが、実はなんとリカちゃんなんだよね。ねえリカちゃん。そうなのですよ。ニパー。
Yeah, she certainly has.
リカ？どういう経緯であなたがその刑事さんとお知り合いになったんですの？その馴れ初めのお話が、警視庁公安の捜査記録の一つ、暇つぶしです。
Love story.
このお話は、さっき出てきた赤坂刑事が主人公なのです。
Yeah, play in Matsubushi if you want to know who Akasaka is, basically.
ところでさ、暇つぶしって一体どんなお話なの？
ひなみ沢村の連続殺人事件で、 お社様のたたりを言われるようになったそもそものきっかけ。5年前のひなみ沢ダム建設の反対運動の頃のお話なのです。その時に起こったちょっとした事件で、僕は運命の人と出会うのですよ。
Oh my god.
運命の人？
I love that expression of Beyond's.
リカ？それはどういうことなのでございますの？それはプレイしてのお楽しみなのですよ、ニパ
ー。ずいぶん引っ張ってくれちゃうね。もったいぶらずに教えてくれちゃってもいいじゃないのさ。
それをばらしてしまったら面白くないのですよ。ミーもちょっとは関連してきますので、こうご期待なのですよ。ミーちゃんも出るの？
I wonder if Tsukiotoshi has its own all-cast review, given that it's basically also it's an alternate ending to a question arc as well.
それじゃあレナは？私は？一回休みなのですよ、ニパー。
Yep, Satoko and Bena that's the only story they're not in. Oh,
じゃあ主人公ってケイちゃんじゃなくて、もしかして。
つまりは私、クラウドこと大石クラウドのダンディズム劇場の始まりなのですよ。
出た。
そんなに人を幽霊みたいに驚かないでくださいな。まあそれはともかくとして、第0章暇つぶしは私たち大人の時間ですから。
Yeah, this is basically kind of an ad for Himatsubushi, isn't it?
良い子の皆さんにはまだ早いアダルティックでムーディーな日暮らしの始まりってことですよ。な
I love the way the voice actor for Uishi puts this inflection in his words, like Hajimari desu yo, like that, it's so unique.
大石さんの口から聞くと、ものすごくいかがわしいイメージしか湧いてこないんだけど、なんでかな
日頃が日頃だからね。このゲームの対象年齢を一気に引き上げてきそうで、こっちとしてはものすごく不安だよ。
Damn, Mion, I think after the answer arcs and even some stuff in Taraimawashi, the age rating is probably going to be pretty damn high already.
どんな話の展開になるのやら。
大石さん。
Oh, there's Akasaka. I think the age ratio. I think damn, what was I about to say? The age rating in some of the arcs is already pretty high. I think, but they don't go into like really elaborate stuff. I think until the answer arcs. Himatsubushi is probably the tamest arc out of all 4 of the question arcs.
一応私たちは公務員なんですから、せめて税金を払っている皆さんの範になる振る舞いをお願いしますよ。
And hey, Akasaka gets to be in an all-cast review for once.
あの刑事さんだ。赤坂さんって呼んでいいのかな？
お好きなように。どうも皆さん、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様です。あれ、そういえばケイちゃんは？
前原さんならもう次の台本読みに入っているそうですよ。
Yep, that was the running gag throughout all the all-cast reviews.
暇つぶしで出番がない分、遅れを取り戻すって言ってましたが。
Jeez.
お気持ちはよくわかりますが、この前、 圭一さんの台本をちらっとお見かけしましたが、前半だけでも電話上5冊分は優に超えておりましたもの。最初は、おー、季節は早いがスタッフからのお中元かなんて喜んでたら、中にはぎっしり紙の束というか、まさに巨大な塊が詰まっていたもんね。正気の沙汰とは思えなかったのです。あの厚さならマグナムだって防げてしまえるのですよ。
And there we go, another can't be helped. Jeez.
いや、それはオーバー。じゃあ、閉じる穴開けようと思ったら、千枚同士が根元から折れちゃったくらいだし。
Oh my god.
リカちゃんはまだいいよ。セリフまだ少ない方だったし。
Yeah, this is almost like an alternate Taraimawashi all cast review because they're basically kind of previewing Himatsubushi here.
みーちゃんとしーちゃんなんかレナよりも多くて。そういえばしーちゃんは？
ああ、あの子も居残り。まさかこんなに早く出番があるとは思ってなかったみたいでさ、全然準備してなかったせいで NG 連発しちゃって。ま、ある意味自業自得だけど。
とはいえ、私たちも暇つぶしではセリフが増えますからね。
Yeah, Akasaka, you have most of your dialogue in Himatsubushi.
この後、スタジオに戻る予定です。
そういうわけですから。すみませんが、そろそろ始めちゃってもよろしいですかな？
Yep, Uishi, you're basically a secondary main character in Himatsubushi.
あまり時間もありませんので。
はい、そうですね。それじゃあ、ケイイチくんは別の日に私たちだけの会を開くとして、みーちゃん、みんなに飲み物配ってくれるかな？
はいよ。それじゃあ、ビールは大石さん、赤坂さんで、リカちゃんとさとこはジュースだよね。
さすがにコンシューマーゲームの舞台の中だと未成年のアルコールはご法度でございましたよ。
Oh, jeez! That's pretty funny.
というわけで僕もワインじゃなくてブドウジュースなのです。みー。
Oh, Rika! You still don't want to spoil shit, do you? Okay, we'll play along. Jeez.
っていうかリカちゃん、まさかワインを飲んだことが？みー、冗談なのです。
Very funny, Rika.
お酒は20歳からのお約束なのですよ。
Oh my god, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
みんな、コップは行き渡ったかな？それじゃ、レナが温度を取るね。では、たらい回し終了。お疲れ様でした。お疲れ様でした。
とりあえず、大石さんと赤坂さんは後ろがあるみたいだからさ、手短に今回のシナリオを振り返ってみよう。まずは、さとこ。なんかある？
振り返るも何も、こう出番が少ないとどう申し上げてよいのかわかりませんわ。右に同じなのです。
Yeah. As you said originally, Satoko, there's very little that kind of happened in this scenario because of player choices, apparently, to lead to it in the original game.
レナは、そうだね。最初は図書館から出てきたケイイチくんをからかってるはずだったのに、大石さんの尋問から家に戻ってきたケイイチくんを待ち伏せして脅迫みたいな感じで詰め寄ったりしたのは変な感じだったね。
あの時レナはケイちゃんを口止めするつもりだったのかな。そうまでしてケイちゃんの動きを封じようとしたレナの意図は何か。そ そしてレナは殺人事件について何を隠して知っていたのか。そのあたりが分からずじまいだから、類推というよりも憶測でしか想像ができないよね。
とっても不親切なシナリオなのですよ。
あ、そういえば一点だけ気になったんですが、1年前の北条聡子さんの叔母が殺された時、園崎美音さん、紫音さんが相次いで姿を消したって言ってましたよね。これってどういうことなんでしょうか。
I don't remember that being said, but that is very interesting. That definitely goes in line with Meikashi.
言葉の通りに考えてみますと、二人が共謀して叔母を殺したか、あるいは何らかの関与をしたかということにもなりますが、裏を取った証拠がないだけに、これも憶測でしか判断ができないんですよね。
村人の誰かが目撃しているということはないんですの？南沢も沖宮もそんなに広い場所ではございませんし、誰にも見つからずというのは結構難しいと思いますが。
まあとはいえ、園崎家をはじめとする御三家は南沢一帯では神聖不可侵の存在ですからね。村人全員でかくまってしまったら、その動向は完全に闇の中へと入っちゃいますよ。
で、その結末が村を全滅させた大災害。たたりで片付ければ一言で終わりなんだけど、どうしてこういう展開になったのかが全くわかんないよ。
Yeah, figuring out the truth behind the disaster, which I won't spoil, for the sake of anyone watching this who hasn't seen my other Higurashi stuff, is really, really difficult.
そもそもこの事件が人の手によって起こされたものか、それを整理するところから始めなければいけません。そして万一人の手によるものなら、そこにあるはずの誰かにとってのメリットというものを見出さなくては。
誰かにとってのメリットですか？
ええ。犯罪には必ず誰かにとっての有益性が存在する。それが解明できれば、おのずと関与する人たちの意図やその顔ぶれが見えてくるものですよ。
じゃあ連続開始事件をこれまで引き起こしてきて、最後に大災害で村人全員が死んだ結末には誰にとってのメリットがあるっていうの？
正直に言いまして、どうこうと判断するには証拠も、そして事件の詳細も不明な点が多すぎます。そういう意味で、これらの事件が起こった端緒である5年前、ダム建設反対運動がどのように行われて、結果どうなったのかを推理はそこから始めても遅くはないと思いますが。
そうですね。今の段階では根拠もなくあれこれと言い合っているだけですし、もっと事件についていろいろと情報を仕入れるべきかと思います。
他のシナリオにも重要なヒントが隠されているかもしれないのですよ。
それもそうだね。それじゃ暇つぶしは大石さんと赤坂さんに任せて、私たちは自分たちが登場するシナリオをもう少しじっくり読んできっちり考えてみるとしますか。
Yeah, this one is basically a again, just a preview. Go read Himatsubushi, basically. Because I think all these two alternate endings, they were all kind of taking place before Himatsubushi.
それでは引き続き、日暮らしの泣く頃に推をお楽しみくださいね。
I mean, not before chronologically, but order reading-wise in regards to arcs. Well, thank you, Vanna. I really did enjoy Higurashi, the entire story. Seriously, thank you. You know what? when I was reading Taraimawashi, I was kind of rough on it. Like, I didn't think it did really much anything new with the scenario, like to be worthy of its own scenario, and it almost kind of seemed like there to fill time. Although what I recorded today, this whole ending epilogue with Mion, that was really sad and interesting to see a scenario where that happened, where Mion was traded places with Shion, but the disaster also happened. Rika didn't die. So that was interesting to see. And looking at it in context of what it is, it's a basically bad ending of the bad endings of all the question arcs. Jeez, what am I even saying? And so, you know what? If it exists for that reason, for gameplay reasons, in terms of trying to make Higurashi more of an adventure game style of visual novel, which I don't think it was originally meant to be, then I can kind of see why they made it. And it didn't take up too much time to its credit, and we had a nice club activity to go with it. So you know what? I'm overall glad I did it, just because, hell, I love Higurashi overall. I love the story and characters, and when I do Tsukiotoshi, this will be in that playthrough, because there aren't too many details of Taraimawashi to remember, so I may as well just do that alongside this one. And I thought this video would be a bit too short, but it looks like it'll be around 50 minutes or so, 45 to 50 minutes, so I'm glad it'll be at least some decent amount of time, considering we did the all-cast review. So, tonight, I am going to start reading, even though you guys will probably see this after that is uploaded. But from my perspective, tonight I'm going to start Umineko. I cannot wait for that. And after the first Umineko question arc, we are going to Tsukiotoshi. Right? Well, I will see you guys next time. And I'll just save this again based on where we are. I'll just know to go straight back to Tsukiotoshi. So long, farewell. I'll read you saying good night. I will see you guys. You are all the sweetest of hearts. Bye.